Shabbat Shalom. This week I will be replacing our beloved Rabbi Art Levine in his space, the weekly Torah portion. Rabbi Art is unable to be here and to record the video, so I am recording and I will address the topic that he wanted to address, which is the mitzvah of telling the story to our children that we learn about in this Torah portion in Parashat Bo. Exodus chapter 13, verse 8, we were presented with this challenge of telling the story to our children. Rabbi Art, in his website, The Ethical Torah, brings an expert from Rabbi Zcharia Fendel, in which Fendel explains that education was always understood as a task that was put on the parents, and for the economical development, because of the economical development of the world, we started to transfer the obligation or the responsibility of education toward a third party. So teachers and schools, etc., were developed. With that said, the responsibility for education is nonetheless of the parents. And here's the thing. When we send, or we have the hope of our children being connected to Jews, or being aware of their Jewish identity and Jewish traditions, we cannot expect a third party to become the main component of that formative knowledge, of that formative experience. We can partner with a Jewish organization, with a Jewish school, or with a school in order to provide our children with education, with perspective. But the ultimate task of education is something that happens at home. And Rabbi Art, in his conversation with me, pointed out that that the Seder Pesach, the Passover dinner, is not enough, and certainly is not enough. Right? Like the big habits that we teach to our children, there are things that we do countless times. If you want to teach your children how to brush their teeth, but you do that again and again and again and again, and not for a year, and not for 2 years, for years. The practices that we internalize are practices that we do countless times, and so it is with Jewish tradition, and so it is with ethical behavior. And so the question is not what you are doing in order to partner with a third organization or with a Jewish school in order to bring Jewish education and Jewish experiences to your home, but rather what are you doing at home in order to foster and share Jewish education and ethical values that many times come from our tradition with your children. Shabbat Shalom.